What's up, YouTube? This is Roadmobile. Riding into work today on the big bike. They're calling for some rain showers today. It's not that I'm too precious about the hypermotard getting wet, but Italian motorcycles don't have the best reputation for electronics to begin with. So I guess my thought process is, why tempt fate? Also, if it happens to be raining in the afternoon, this motorcycle has bags on it, and it has my rain gear in it, so I can always put on the rain gear if it really is chucking it down. Otherwise, I don't mind getting a little wet. I think, like a bunch of other people who ride to work often, the idea of getting wet on the way home isn't a big deal, but raining on the way to work, that's when it kind of sucks, because then you sit around all day wet at work. So I thought I'd do a little life update today, which is funny because how many of my videos really aren't about my life? Anyhow, little life update, little cat update. So the cat got sick. We took him to the vet. They said, yeah, kidney failure. They sent us home with an IV bag of fluids. We are giving our cat sub-Q fluids almost every other day now. Then on top of that, every week he gets a shot to fight off anemia that we have to give him. And then twice a day we have to give him a oral medication that's like a white liquid. Almost looks like, you know, Phillips milk of magnesia or whatever they call that stuff, you know, supposed to settle your stomach. It almost looks like that. I think it's supposed to help with some sort of acid buildup or something in the cat's stomach. So anyhow, cat's been limping along for a couple months now, and he was doing okay. He wasn't perfect, but he was doing okay. But now it sort of seems like he's starting to fall off the cliff, which is probably pretty normal. You can only delay these things for a certain amount of time before the inevitable catches up. It's kind of reached that point where we need to start thinking about when to make that decision, because it's very unlikely that he's going to just crawl away and pass on his own. Probably this downward spiral is going to continue, and his quality of life is really going to drop off, and we'd probably want to make him more comfortable before that happens. But the question is when. When do you know is the right time to make that decision for your pet? You know, you never want to put them down before it's their time, because if they're still experiencing a good quality of life and it looks like they're still enjoying it, you know, why put them down even if they're sick? You know, let them get the most out of it. But the other side is, how do you judge an animal's quality of life? He still appears to be eating, so that's a good sign, but he doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of energy, and he just is kind of lethargically moping around. So yeah, it might be getting close to that time. Who knows? Oh, I wish we could lane split. Of course, I don't know whether I'm on the correct vehicle to be doing lane splitting at the moment. She's a little wide around the hips. So that's pretty much it. Little quick life update. Like, comment, and subscribe if you will. And if you don't want to, do it anyway. Hey there, folks. It's Rogue Mogul. Not too long ago, I posted a video where I asked the question, how do you know when it's time to let your pet go when they're sick? Well, I think I sort of have an answer for that. The answer really is, you will know. Your animal will tell you. So yeah, I think we've reached the end with our little fuzzy guy. It's pretty sad, but we've sort of known that this has been coming. So I guess it makes it less tragic in a way, but it doesn't really make it any less sad, because, you know, losing a pet's sad. But what's so what's kind of weird is that we've scheduled a thing for him. We're actually having some people come to the house and administer the drugs that will facilitate his passing off of this mortal coil. We thought that that was better than taking him into the vet and letting him die on a cold steel table. He's been really enjoying hanging out on the back porch lately, back deck. So we'll probably do it somewhere outside. I don't mean for this video to bum anyone out. I won't labor on the subject too long, but yeah, the whole thing about essentially scheduling his death has been weighing on my mind a little bit. It's kind of a bizarre thing, because normally, in my experience, your pet gets sick and you take him into the vet and, you know, they say, well, there's really not much we can do for him at this point except keep him comfortable. And that's sort of the suddenness of that sort of loss is tragic, of course. But it is altogether surreal and bizarre to sort of watch this thing coming at you like a train arriving at a station. And now we can predict exactly when that train will arrive. I apologize for the somberness of this video, and also apologize for my sporadic posting lately. Just had a lot going on. I have a ton of videos backlogged that I need to edit and post. So until then, this is Roadmobile, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Hey folks, Roadmobile here. So on the video you've just been watching, I was on my way to work, and now I'm on my way home from work. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and things with the cat have taken a bad turn, and we have to go now. Otherwise, he might expire at home, and that might be an unpleasant experience for him. Might be some convulsing and all that jazz. We'd like to save him from suffering too much more. It's just amazing how quickly these situations develop when it gets towards the end of life. So I guess that's it, really, just a quick update. Heading to the vet. Time to put the cat down. Anyhow, hope you guys are having a better day than me. And no, I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but I don't have to like it. Anyhow, this is Roadmobile, and I'll talk to y'all next time.